Well, I mean, the way I look at it is, me personally, I'm an equal opportunity employer. What I mean by that is I don't just date black women, but I do date women outside of my race. So it wouldn't be so much of a problem for me as a black man, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is.
My nigga.
No, I think Cali dropped off. I think he
No,
dropped
I'm still
off.
here, my brother. I'm still
All
here,
right,
my
are you
G.
still here? Yeah.
What's good,
What's
trucker
up, Cali?
man? Nothing much, trucker
Yeah,
man.
what's good? What's good, brother? What's good? I got a
Oh,
beautiful
nothing
trucker
much,
voice.
man. I'm glad to see, you know, we got all races and creeds and everybody for all walks of life on this podcast this afternoon, or should I say this early evening. What I basically want to just kind of just segue, and what I wanted to just state was, you know, y'all brought up the fact that, you know, basically, you know, the black men and the black woman are equally, you know, basically expelling evils in the community. And basically, I think I chimed in and I think I basically stated that, well, that is kind of basically a byproduct of basically you know, when a woman is raising children alone. You stated to me that basically these women are not making these choices, but did these women not lay down with these men and not get married? The statistics the statistics speak
Hold
for
on, let me
themselves.
answer your first question first. Hold on. So basically, there are a bunch of different factors as to why there are single mothers, right? There's not just one factor here. And see, we cannot be dismissive of all the factors as to why there are single mothers. There are single mothers because of death. The father is no longer with us. There are single mothers because of mass incarceration. There are single mothers because the fathers just don't want to be there. So there's a lot of different factors that go on to that. Then there are single mothers because they choose to. So we have 4 different factors as to why there are single mothers. However, there is not that many single mothers. I mean, to me, a single mother is someone that has to do it absolutely alone. Now, you have mothers that are single, but and the fathers are co-parenting. So you have a lot of fathers in the Black community who is co-parenting with the mother. So does that make them a single mother? No. You also see in families like with what's his name, Dwayne Wade, who is a father raising his child. You have Magic Johnson, who is a father raising his child, and look at those children. So you can't just blame everything on single mothers. A lot of men who have been raised by single mothers end up turning out immaculate, perfect, good. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what type of mother it is. First of all, is she a caring, loving, and supportive mother, or is she one of those type of mothers that want to be at the club every week, dropping her kid off somewhere to strangers so they can get molested or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So it's just different type of people in the world. Go ahead, Cali West. Let me add my and say your piece and unmute your mic.
That was a great point she made. I apologize for interjecting. That was a great point.
Beta.
Go ahead, Cali. Unmute your mic, Cali. Let me unmute his mic.
Okay. All right. See, if I'm in the middle of talking, y'all keep unmuting my mic. I'm on my flow. Then y'all take over the conversation.
What kind of shit is that?
All right. With that being said, okay, you could say that, you know, there's different reasons for why single mothers are single, but it just happens that the statistics show that more than 70% of black children are born out of wedlock. It also shows that more than 50% of black women are using welfare services, whether it's EBT, Section 8, whether it's daycare, whether it's federal daycare, whether it's EBT or some type of financial assistance. The statistics state that as well. So we can't hide behind the fact that, oh, you know, someone might be a widow or whatnot, because unfortunately, all these statistics are on blacksdemographics.com, and it does show, you know, what's going on in our community. It does show in our community that more than And oh yeah, you can pull it. I'm glad that you pulled that statistic because you know what that statistic says. That statistic says that 38% of welfare recipients are white. 39.8% recipients are black. Why is it that white people? I would say white people make up about 40, if not 50% of the country. Why is it that black women who only make up 7 to 8% of the country has 3.9.8% of the benefits?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
The math is not math. That basically means that there's a larger number. That means there's a larger number of black women who are using the welfare services more than the white people. So I do thank you for bringing up that statistic and doing the work for me. I do thank you for that. So with that being said, let's go back to what I stated about the black community. When you have women who say, "Oh, I need a man like a fish needs a bicycle, and I could do bad by myself." These are things that have been going around in the hood for years that have been stated. And unfortunately, the statistics show that when a woman decide they no longer want the man in the house, they reach out to daddy government and they reach out to other men to do their bidding.
Just like a woman.
I know those stats is BS, but okay.
Silence, you funny fool! I've had it with your whine.
And my answer, brother, how does this reflect on African American men, though? Is the question to the brother that brought these stats up. Is the brother able to answer that?
Oh, okay. So let me guess. So basically, we're gonna put it back on the black men again. Let me ask you a question. All right. No, hold on. All right, no. You asked me. Look, you asked me a question, so I'm gonna ask you a counter question because it's almost a little kind of asinine.
So you're not going. So you're not going to answer.
I'm going to answer it, but I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it, but you're not bossing me, so I'm going to answer it the way I want to answer it. Is that okay with you, brother?
You just said you're going to ask me a question, brother. I'm asking, are you going to answer mine?
All right, and I answered you, and I said I'm going to answer you the way I want to answer you. Is that okay with you, my brother?
So let's get to it. I'm listening.
Okay, well, like I said, you're not bossing me. So I'm gonna go.
You sound like a woman now, brother. You sound like an independent woman now.
You sound like an independent. You sound like a single mother raised bastard. That's what you sound like.
He ain't lying.
The last brother that brought the statistics up, how does this reflect on black men, though? Respectfully, I'm asking.
He talking to Cali West.
Yeah, go ahead, Cali West.
Sir, so let me answer the question. If I decide that the light is green and I decided I'm gonna go when the light is red, if I made that decision, why would I ask what does that have to do with you? It has nothing to do with you. Your personal choice. I don't know who you believe in, if you believe in God or Allah, the Most High, but God gave us all free will. So if the woman eventually, unless the guy assaults the woman, in a non-discreet manner,
It runs with grape. It runs with grape.
Then how does she not choose to be with that man and procreate with that man?
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, can I respond to that?
No. If you're gonna ask me a question, let me answer it. Let me address you.
Yes.
So with that being said, I appreciate that. With that being said, yeah. So with that being said, if women are deciding that they're gonna go trade in their men, you know what? Yeah, I guess you could try to play, devil's advocate and say, what does that say about the African American men? But then you may have to, you would have to ask maybe a larger question. What is it about African women that for some reason they're letting go of their men in droves while Asian women, Latin women, and Indian women and white women, and Indian and foreigners understand the need of having a husband or a man in the house, and they keep their man.
Message.
So
now can I respond, brother?
Hold up. So with that being said, you can definitely respond. But with that being said, there must be there must be something to say about those women, because these African American women are so great, they should be getting picked up by Spanish men, white men, and other ethnicities.
All right, can I get in? And this will be so brief.
Too.
So instead of answering my question, you asked me several different questions. I'm asking with all due respect, because these are the mothers of African American men's children. The black woman is that. So I'm asking, how does it reflect us as African American men that the mothers of our children have to go to crackers for money?
Well, let's just be real. Why are they able to go to crackers for money? Let's just be real. These crackers are giving them money not because these crackers care about them. And I wouldn't call them crackers. Let's just call them what it is, the government. Now,
So
the whole reason. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you asking a lot of good questions, but you know what? You would have to ask those mothers who chose to get rid of these men because
they got rid of African American men, right? So back to the question.
Yeah,
you're afraid to answer, brother. You're running from this question. I'm asking.
Shut up, bitch.
How does this reflect on the African American men? The African American mothers are going to the state for welfare instead of coming to the children's fathers that are African American men.
So basically, what you're implying is that the African American men are responsible for the women. Is that what you're basically implying?
We're responsible for our children. Yes.
Oh no! Of course, we're responsible for our children.
Okay.
But
so
no.
The mothers of our children.
Okay.
The mothers of our children are going to the state for welfare, for help. My question is, how does that reflect us, brother? It's not. I'm not trying to put you in the hot seat. There's not rocket science.
No, that's okay.
How does that reflect us?
You said it's all bullshit. All of it.
That's okay. You know what? I guess by your logic, and I'm answering your question. By your logic, it would be assumed that it reflects bad on black men, right? So, all right. So let's just say this. I'm gonna play your game. It reflects bad on black men. So you know what black men have done to circumvent that? You know what they've done? Black men have chose to go MGTOW. Black men have chose to go SYSBM. Black men have chose to get passports. Look, black men.
More abandonment, right?
No, why are you cutting me off, brother? Let me answer
brother,
your question,
long-winded, brother. You see how brief I am with my response.
Sir, but I'm not you. So let me answer my question.
Exactly. You're clearly not me, brother.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, let me sit again. Go ahead.
See, you're trying to speak. No. I want to say my point. I want to say my point. No. Hold up. I want to say my point. I want to say my point. No. Let me say my point.
Okay, let me address somebody, then you can say something.
Go ahead.
Because I want to address this Pootie Tang sister. What kind of name is that? And who the fuck you think you're talking to, bro? If you got something to say, get on the platform and say it to me. You know what I'm saying? You late in the game. We been up said something. Otherwise, shut up. That's all I gotta say. Go on, say.
Nah, but all right. So look, brother, man, you can go ahead and just what you try and do is you try and gain points with the sisters by trying to see. You ask me a question, but when I give you the answer that you don't like, now you want to cut me off. The bottom line is at the end of the day, you know, it's safe to, you know what people have been saying since the 80s on Oprah, Sarah Jessica Raphael, and Donahue that black men ain't shit and all that. But what's ironic is last year, Newsweek came out with an article that black men are the best fathers. But guess what? Black men are through trying to prove anything to black women because guess what? We've gone MGTOW. We've gotten our passports. And guess what? The black women are the one complaining. The black women are the one who going on BET Awards to Taraji P saying that black men, we love you, we miss you. They're the ones coming back for us because guess what? Black men have options.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
So whether that reflects on us negativity or not, the bottom line is black men decided to do something. So if you call it abandonment, call it what you want. But bro,
by definition, that's what it is.
Hold up. Like I said,
it is by definition, bro.
Look, sir. Like I said, look. The only person who I'm responsible for is me and mine. Okay, look. If a woman decides, if a woman decides that she's going to choose the state to get welfare and to go get and garnish my check.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause you there because we're getting off the topic at this point.
Right,
we're getting off the topic and we're not talking
out the water.
And you know this, man.
Mika, I gotta ask the brother in Cali a quick question. So first off, I gotta give it to the infamous Cali West. So Cali, now check this out, right? On this show right here, right? The prophetess Mika and T French, right, was speaking about Priscilla Clark, aka the Queen Maker, right? She's this individual that's telling women, primarily black women, to stop messing with men in general. You see what I'm saying? being a toxic and stuff like that. And she has a lot of hypocritical points, right? Not only that, right? She's also trying to pretty much push her homosexual feelings on all women, whether they straight or the other way. You see what I'm saying? And she's really dogging men at the end of the day, right? What is your thoughts on that? And from how do you feel about that, Chief? And then I'm gonna get to the other brother who's speaking with.
Well, one thing that, our black women need to understand is that misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? And by all means, I have nothing against black women. You know what I'm saying? I have a black sister. You know what I'm saying? I got a black mother. You feel me? And I give them the same advice that I would give to anybody on here straight up. Luckily, my mother was married. My sister doesn't have any children out of wedlock. And, things is good. But that being said, I think what black women kind of don't misunderstand is that sometimes their family members, their friends will lead them astray. Misery loves company. And one thing is that Al Bundy once said, women know women and women hate each other. So, at the end of the day, this lady, she just wants everybody else, unfortunately, no one wants to go through hell alone. That's kind of why, when people get, in trouble, sometimes they snitch on their friends and stuff like that, because no one wants to get in trouble alone. No one wants to be fucked up in a situation alone. That's kind of why when, people do better in the hood, it's probably time to leave, because guess what? Your neighbor's going to start hating on you because you're doing better than them. I'm not saying that, it's necessary. Just black people do that, poor white people do this too. And guess what? Rich white people know to get away from black people like that. And I just advise any sisters, to stay away from this toxicity. If you want to see church, you might want to seek church from a male pastor, maybe somewhere, that has a way of maybe helping you heal, religiously. If not, you can always go back to your child's father or another man, for some advice, but not this lady here. So, like I said, she just bringing extra lambs for the sacrifice. And like I said, misery loves company. So, she's hurt, and you could just tell just by the shit that she says, because by any means, us here in the righteous sphere, we ain't got to say nothing disparaging and negative or calling women any bad names. We just tell the facts and just keep it the way it is. Give people the best way to live about their life. So I would just tell my black woman not to, take any advice from this lady here.
Next.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, this is for the what's his name? Kelly West, Miami. As the only guy from Europe, bro, this shit is everywhere. The agenda is the same. I cannot explain it more clearly than this.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not only the black community. It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's the same. And the only thing Priscilla does is throwing more oil on the fire. Like they all do. Like they all do all the time. It is only to divide people. So arguing on the internet is really something that's really productive. We have to get with a plan to figure out how we can put this under attention and then combat it. That's the only thing that is necessary.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Other things lead to diversion, which is what brought the place in this place right now, where we are right now. I'm sorry for my English, but we shouldn't argue like that. I understand we all have frustrations. It's not only there; it's also here in Europe. I lived in the Netherlands and I live in Belgium now. I've been around the world also, but it's everywhere the same, bro.
I appreciate your insight, my brother. But at the same time, I don't know if you heard my last statement that I stated. I stated that, bad behavior can happen in bad communities as well. Like even the white community has certain communities that are doing bad. You know what middle class and rich white people do? They do not associate with the lower class white people. So it doesn't matter whether you're in Istanbul, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in France, there's always going to be, you could be a nigga without being a black person. It doesn't necessarily mean that. And unfortunately, you could get bad behaviors everywhere. So
I understand.
So I must say, and I also want to state as well, I mean, me and old boy might have had like a little kind of heated back and forth, but that's only because I don't know why, but he has something that he wants to, cape for the woman, and that's whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't argue with people. I state my facts, and I just keep it as that. I don't know if you know anything about MGTOW. I don't know if you know anything about MGTOW or the red pill space or anything like that. But
yeah, bro, I know. I actually know a lot about it. I've been following this for 8+ years. And
okay, all right,
let me finish.
Hold on, because I know I'm a little long-winded, but let me land this plane real quick. With that being said, if you're aware of this movement, then you would know that our solution is very simple. It's about self-improvement, and it's about taking care of ourselves and putting ourselves a priority. If no woman wants to be with our program, then that's not the woman for us. So let's not just say that we're just sitting out here arguing on the internet. I'm up here just showing love, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like it was a good debate, and I jumped on because I seen Mika and the young lady, carrying on and have a discussion about this preacher lady. So let's not just sit down here and just act like we're, just some people just squabbling. It's not as simple as that, and we do provide solutions here in the righteous sphere.
That boy is good.
Okay, let me say this.
I do the same in Europe, bro. And I also know rich white people. They all have the same fucking problems, like I say, bro.
Exactly. Cali's way doesn't understand. He's never been outside the country. He don't understand. So he capes for races other than his own.
Shut up, bitch.
I actually have been out of the country, but see, you being ignorant. But you just wanted to.
So if you've been outside, then hold on.
You want to come with some sly remarks. I'm not about to answer none of your questions, bitch.
Then why did you mention me? You a feminine hoe?
That's fine. But you a bitch ass nigga.
Let's bring back to the order.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off. Next caller.